I loved being able to push and get better at something. And I loved the amount of control and discipline that it needed. I was dancing ever since I can remember. I think when I was in preschool, and I loved it and fell in love immediately. I came home from school one day and said to my mom, "Mom, I want to do this full time. I want to leave high school. I want to homeschool myself online, and I want to move to Fort Lauderdale to do it full time." And somehow she said yes. I was all set to go participate in the Varna International Ballet Competition, the Olympics of ballet. My ankle just gave out completely, and I went to the doctor and finally did an x-ray, and that's when they found the extra bone, and they just said, "There's no way that you can possibly keep dancing." I made the decision to do something else with my life. Finance in New York is extremely intense because there is always somebody wanting to take your seat to be able to do what you do even better. Finance is very much a meritocracy, which is either you make money and you're good at your job or you don't make money. So if you can bring something to the table, you get a seat at that table and people take you seriously. I always make time for my body. I have to be physically active because that's when I'm the most mentally capable. And that's where deltaG comes in because it enables me to be able to say, hey, I have a finite amount of time. I'm free to be able to do this. The other thing that I love about it is an awareness. When I take deltaG, I feel my muscles and I feel the muscle groups working. For me, it really is this being completely in tune. And I think it gets to the two sides of what deltaG does, which is it's not just about just sheer physical muscle endurance, but it's also the mental clarity, the cognitive clarity that comes with it. And so when you bring the two of those things together, that is what is so empowering because I can just feel everything. So I like deltaH as a way to say, hey, I know I'm gonna have a really intense work week coming up. And as much as I'd love to have, another 4 hours to get extra sleep, I may not. I had a really intense day and still had energy to be able to do exercise. And at the end of the day, I felt good. So what I'll do is use deltaH a bit more frequently as kind of like a baseline, and then deltaG for those times when I know I really want to push the physical output to a high level. I think there's one thing I'm scared of more than anything else, and that's mediocrity.